Well, I tell you what can happen.
Yeah.
Because, it's with the confidence the other guy. I don't know how much confidence that Jake Paul have in all this. But, he's going to be a lot quicker. And if he stay close to Mike, then his chance of winning going to be great.
Evander Holyfield reveals the truth behind the most anticipated fight between Mike Tyson and Jake Paul. Jake Paul fighting a 58-year-old man has been criticized from all the boxing community since the fight was announced. Tyson has been advised by many pros that he shouldn't be fighting at this stage of his life, as they think it may cause some serious health issues for Tyson. Promoter Ben Shalom thinks that Mike Tyson is taking a huge risk for stepping in the ring with Jake Paul, as he is too old to fight now. He said, "I'm all for entertainment, but where it stops for me is when it makes a mockery of the sport. When you think about the dedication that fighters put into their professional craft, you don't want that to then be taken the out of. Having a 58-year-old in a professional boxing fight is clearly not professional, and that's where the line has to be drawn for these fights." He further added, "It's okay for entertainment, but for me, it's a major step too far, making it pro. It is a circus act. You couldn't get anything more ridiculous. When they try to take each other's heads off, there are then a lot of medical risks for an older fighter." Tyson. Joseph Parker also thinks that Tyson is too old to fight now. He believes the saying of power going last, but also questions how much power is left when you're 58 years old. He said that Mike Tyson has trained hard and is in good shape, but it will be a hard fight to watch.
Listen, I'm all for boxing and all for big fights, but Mike Tyson is a legend, and no matter how great he was in the past with the ferocious style that he had and punches that he thrown and knocking everyone out, 58 years old is old for a fighter. And Jake Paul has the youth on the side, and with each fight he is getting better and better. So it's just, I think it's a hard fight to watch. It will be a hard fight to watch, because you just don't want to see Mike. If Mike comes out and knocks him out, then we're going to be like, listen, so the power, I think, is the last thing to go. But at 58 years old, how much power is left? And, we do see short clips, but you're right, we're not sure what happens before and after those clips.
Yeah.
So, we'll see.
After getting warned by many pros, Tyson didn't turn his back on Jake Paul. During the podcast with Jake Paul's brother Logan Paul, he declared that he's ready for the fight, and anyone who thinks he's not ready or too old for the fight should come and say that to his face. He stated, "If you think I'm too old for this fight, come and tell it to my face." During the recent podcast, Logan Paul addressed some personal details about his brother and mentioned that Jake wanted to become a Navy SEAL back in high school. He warned Tyson to go in the ring with him, as he thinks his brother is a killer.
And I just feel like I want you to be okay in there, Mike. And I want you got to take him serious, Mike, because
I take him extremely serious. I take him extremely serious. These people don't take him serious.
No, they don't, and it's such a mistake, because he's a real killer, Mike. Like, he wanted to be a Navy SEAL before he started boxing. Like, in high school, he wants to be a Navy SEAL. He wanted to go kill people on behalf of his country.
Tyson replied to this very confidently, as he said that regardless of age, everyone is capable of killing anyone. He even mentioned his 13-year-old son and said he's scared of his own son. "In my life, the way I've lived my life and what I've seen, anyone is capable of killing you, so you should be apprehensive for anyone, and that's just my life, the life that I live. Everyone around me, anybody I know is capable of killing me, even if I don't know you. They're capable of killing me. I don't sleep on them. I'm not overconfident with anybody in life." Moreover, Tyson mentioned about his health updates and said that he's feeling great after some severe medical conditions.
How's your physical health?
I'm doing great. I had a problem. What was that stuff called again? Baby, what's that?
No.
Huh?
Ulcer.
I had ulcer, yeah.
Oh, that's not that big. I mean, it's a big deal, but you can get past it.
Yeah, I got past it, thank God.
Mike Tyson admitted that he's been struggling to control his dark side, and that's one of the reasons he's stepping into the ring with Jake Paul. He shared, "I wish I could stop that guy. That guy haunts me. I wish I could stop that guy. I wish that guy dies, but he's here to stay. He wants to come back every second of my life. It's so easy for him to come back." Evander Holyfield faced a who's who of top names during his record-breaking campaign, including Mike Tyson and James Toney. He fought and beat Tyson in '96 and '97, winning the WBA heavyweight world title by stoppage in the first, and then infamously retained it in the rematch when Tyson was disqualified for biting his ear. Holyfield broke things down when discussing why distance alone won't do the trick against Tyson's aggression. He warned Jake Paul to not give enough room to Mike Tyson. He said, "Mike is like a snake. He'll pop out on you. He will get there too quick. Paul's going to smother him because every time Tyson pushes off his legs." The four-time heavyweight champion finally added, "Everybody gets knocked out going backwards. If you give him room, you're going to be messed up." Thus, being on the back foot while Iron Mike goes to him may lead Jake Paul to get knocked out. But even with Holyfield's heads up, it seems seems like Paul's already got his game plan locked in, and he's going all in. Tim Bradley Jr. believes Mike Tyson still has what it takes to secure a victory, reminiscent of his prime. Speaking with ProBox TV, Bradley Jr. shared that Tyson could benefit from the shorter 2-minute rounds, allowing him to come out strong and aggressive, with a 56 record. Bradley Jr. thinks Tyson's raw power and ferocity could back Jake Paul, who's 10-1, into the ropes, where Tyson could overwhelm him with devastating body shots. He, Mike Tyson, has the potential to knock this man out. You know that the power is the last thing that leaves you. This is Mike Tyson we're talking about. 2 minutes. That's all it takes. He can get the knockout. Knock Disney boy the hell out, Bradley further added. Former mixed martial artist, referee, and bare-knuckle boxer Chris Lieben shared his perspective on the upcoming clash and said that Paul is nowhere near Tyson's level, but emphasized that age is a major factor we should consider. He believes that Jake Paul will eventually get his hands raised against Tyson as he is younger and more fresh.
Oh, I don't want to say anything, but listen, because obviously we all love Mike Tyson. He's old though, man. Jake can hit. Jake can hit. I think that fight can play out a couple different ways, but I think the longer it goes, I think Jake might be able to catch him. We'll see.
Wow. Yeah, because I heard Jake got really good cardio, and
I mean, he's not a terrible boxer. I've watched all his fights. He's not a great boxer. He's nowhere near where Mike Tyson was. If it was a 16-year-old Mike Tyson versus Jake Paul now, I would put every penny on that Mike Tyson. But of course, but age is a motherfucker, dude.
Former Undisputed Champions ex-coach Teddy Atlas believes that this training could well be enough to get the job done, despite his age and declined skills. He said, "You better be aware, knowing Tyson the way I do, power doesn't disappear when you're old. He's still got speed combinations. He's still got that style that he was taught to make you miss and create openings for that power. He still has that where he can weave, slip, create the openings to unload a bomb on your chin and get you out of there. No agreements, no funny business. This is a dangerous, risky fight for Paul. I give him credit, especially early." He further said Tyson's going to come out there, and if you do have an agreement with him, good luck. Because I know Tyson. When that bell rings, he might have a short memory about any agreement other than the agreement to put hands on your chin. The last fighter to step into the ring with Mike Tyson was Hall of Famer and former 4-division champion Roy Jones Jr. in 2020. While the fight wasn't officially classified as a professional bout, both legends gave it their all, with the match ending in a draw after 8 thrilling 2-minute rounds. In an interview with Out for the Count TV, Jones expressed surprise at how well Tyson performed during the fight. He added that he doesn't believe Jake Paul stands a chance of hurting Tyson, stating, "The fans love to see fun. It's so much better than Mike Tyson facing another active heavyweight that's truly active because he's going to get hurt. Facing a YouTuber, he's probably going to make even more money but less risk because Jake Paul can't hurt Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson can hurt Jake Paul, but Jake can't even hurt Mike." Amir Khan believes that Iron Mike will secure an early knockout victory. He stated, "The fight between Mike Tyson and Jake Paul. Wow. No one would have ever expected a fight like that fight to be made. Mike Tyson is a legend of the game and not someone who you want to mess about with. Even though he's older now and has been retired for a long time, he's obviously done a few exhibitions. I just feel that he can really hurt Jake Paul. I just can't believe what Jake Paul's thinking. He's fighting a heavyweight great, and I think he can get hurt badly." However, not everyone agrees with the idea of Jake Paul fighting Mike Tyson. Boxing legend Bernard Hopkins, for one, believes that the fight disrespects Tyson's legacy. In an interview with Fight Hub, Hopkins shared that the boxing community views Tyson with the same respect that people of his era had for Muhammad Ali. He added that it was demeaning for Tyson to be involved in what he called a sideshow. "I won't watch it. I could watch two turtles race and be more excited. It's because of how I look at Mike Tyson. I shared not only the ring with Mike Tyson a few times, but the era, right? A little tip of the era. I just think it degrades him," he said. Curtis Blades was so displeased with the fight that he said he wouldn't even watch it if it happened on July 20th. In an interview, when asked about his thoughts on the matchup and whether he planned to watch it, Blades called it a joke fight and stated that he wouldn't be tuning in.
"I will not be watching. I think it's a joke fight. You could tell just by how they've been interacting with the face-offs and the press conference. That's not the Mike Tyson who's coming to rip your head off. That ain't Iron Mike."
Pound-for-pound star Saul Canelo Alvarez has a deep love for the sport of boxing. His personal mantra is, "No boxing, no life," and he takes the noble sport as seriously as anyone. When asked by TMZ Sports whether he was interested in the controversial upcoming fight between Jake Paul and Mike Tyson, the current super middleweight champion replied, "Not at all, no." He was then asked if it was good having a new broadcaster like Netflix involved in boxing and did agree, but again criticized the bout. He stated, I think Netflix is good for boxing, but I think with that fight, Netflix is doing something wrong there. I think it's more a show than a fight. At this point, I'm not interested. Tony Bellew has also weighed in on the bout, expressing his desire to see Tyson secure a quick victory. However, Bellew has also warned Jake Paul to be cautious and not overstep any boundaries. Speaking to Boyle Sports, Bellew said, "Mike is probably getting between 20 million to 50 million for this fight. I'm not going to lie, I'd do it. Everyone has got a price, but if Jake Paul hurts Mike Tyson, it would absolutely kill me. If he hurt Mike Tyson and I then run into Jake Paul, I'd chin him quite happily. I would even spend a couple weeks in the big house for that." Bellew wasn't pleased with Jake Paul facing an older Mike Tyson and hoped Tyson would knock Paul out quickly to prevent any potential harm. It's a sad, sad day. It's not a professional contest really because only women fight 2-minute rounds. Men do not fight 2 minutes. But Jake Paul is so headed that he wants it to go on Mike Tyson's record. Hopefully Mike chins him and puts him to sleep in 6 or 7 seconds. UFC star Colby Covington was strongly opposed to the fight, worried about Mike Tyson's health given the age difference. Covington thought the bout might hurt Tyson's legacy and even accused Jake Paul and his brother Logan Paul of using steroids.
I think, Mike still looks like a superhuman for 58, but he's still 58 years old and he shouldn't be fighting anymore. I don't think it's safe. I think it's dangerous. At that age, your heart might explode. He gets hit in the head. He might have a brain bleed. I mean, the guy, that's what I hope for. I hope that Mike Tyson makes it through injury-free and doesn't get hurt. But I don't like the fight. Jake's in his mid-20s. He's doing every chemical known to man. He's literally a lab project. They're just juicing him up, him and his brother. Yeah. Everybody knows that. The machine's behind him, juicing him up, putting every chemical known to man. So I think it's going to end bad. I think, Jake's going to probably knock him out within the first 2 minutes. And if he doesn't, then it'll be because he's carrying him and he's trying to make the freak show look like it's a competitive fight. But I hate the fight. I think it takes away from Mike Tyson's legacy when a guy like this comes in and beats him.
Mike Tyson previously had to withdraw from the fight due to an ulcer flare-up and was replaced by bare-knuckle boxer Mike Perry, whom Jake Paul went on to knock out. Now, having just recovered from a health scare, the 58-year-old Tyson could be risking his health again by stepping back into the ring. However, Tyson reassured fans that he's in good shape, stating he resumed training 2 to 3 weeks ago. As for Mike Perry, who replaced Tyson, he faced Jake Paul on July 20th and suffered a brutal defeat. Paul dominated the bare-knuckle champion, knocking him down 3 times and securing a TKO victory in the 6th round. Despite taking some hard hits, Paul relied on his boxing skills to keep Perry at bay, leaving the brawler's face bloodied during the fight. Mike Tyson and Jake Paul recently held a press conference where things got tense as they exchanged tough words. Both warned each other about what to expect in their upcoming fight. Tyson and Paul showed they were confident and ready, promising not to back down when they stepped into the ring.
I was ready before. You needed a little break. Your tummy hurt? Your tummy hurt still?
I feel a lot better now. I feel a lot better.
Mike Tyson, who comes from Brooklyn's Brownsville neighborhood, was clearly the crowd favorite. At the Javits Center, the audience heckled Jake Paul when he was asked a question, giving Paul a chance to respond defensively. The strong support for Tyson made it tough for Paul.
In history, this is what it's all about for me, man. I'm a kid from Ohio.
Jake Paul kept the tension high throughout the event, confidently promising to knock out Mike Tyson. At one point, he even compared himself to Muhammad Ali, but later clarified that he's not here to do besides make a bag. While some critics have dismissed the fight as just an exhibition, Paul insisted that it's a strategic move for his boxing career. "There's a lot of big names out there who want to fight me," Paul said. "I still want super middleweight undisputed champion of the world, Canelo Alvarez, and I want to go on the path of world championship, and that's what I'm here to do, and I will make it happen. And when it does happen, people are going to go, that kid knew something we didn't." Jake Paul has also vowed to deliver a brutal finish, asserting, "This is history. Everyone is saying I'm going to get knocked out. But what happens when I put this man to sleep? He's saying it's going to be my funeral. He's saying it's going to be my wake. He's going to kill Jake Paul. I respect Mike Tyson, but we're not friends anymore. I'm knocking this mother out and we'll see who's dead." Despite the skepticism about his fight with Tyson, Jake Paul stays confident, promising to shut down his critics. The match will consist of 8 2-minute rounds, with Tyson eager to show he can still perform at a high level. As the fighters exchanged words, it was evident that both are ready to deliver an exciting show for their fans. "Let's meet in the middle," Paul challenged, to which Tyson responded, "Oh, we will see, buddy." After the press conference, Paul posted on X that he's going to give Tyson his end when the two meet in the ring in November. He wrote, This is going to be a painful lesson for Mike Tyson. He likes to say he gave me my start in boxing. Well, I'm going to give him his end. So what do you think about this fight? Despite the age difference, who do you think will come out on top? Share your thoughts in the comment section and make sure to subscribe and like if you enjoyed the video.